Hello folks, I'm back again, and today I'm going to seek the indulgence of my non-football followers because I'm going to digress into an area of passion, and passion for me is football. But don't go away, because I believe that everybody can learn something, one or the other, from what I wanted to say today. Here's the background. One Sunday, very recently, a few days ago, everybody was having a quiet day, boring Sunday at home, catching up on the football, as we do. Then there was a news flash on TV, breaking news. What's happened? It said a group of 12 important, high-ranking, powerful football clubs have come together to form what you call a European Super League. They want to break away from mainstream football and form their own competition. Interesting. And it took over the airwaves. Everybody had something to say. And most, if not all, that came out and said something, said stuff that was negative about this move. Everybody was opposed to it. Who do they think they are? 12 clubs, 12 rich clubs, the richest clubs. Already the richest clubs in Europe wanting to break away and form their own elitist tournament. And nobody wanted to have it. Pundits came, commentators came, journalists came, spoke. Then football players, later on even football managers, speaking out against their own employers about what was going on. Then fans took to the streets, protesting, talking about it. They don't want it. We don't want it. And what happened? Slowly but surely, within 48 hours of the announcement, it died. I said the move died. Now I tell you something. This was an industry. This is a venture, I should say, that started from the starting point with $5 billion. It was a $5 billion startup. No game played, $5 billion was ready, or close. And within 48 hours, one by one, clubs were coming out and dissociating themselves with it, saying, okay, we made a mistake. And within 48 hours, it died. And immediately the announcement started to come that Chelsea said they're no longer interested, Man City said they're no longer interested. Everybody took to the streets again. It's triumphant. They're happy, celebrating. Yes, it was victory for football. It was victory for the fans. And everybody was backslapping and saying, yeah, that was great. Because everybody collectively said no. Players, managers, UEFA, governing bodies, FIFA, governments got involved. UK Prime Minister came out and spoke about it. And because of that collective effort, it died. A $5 billion industry born on the 18th of April died on the 20th of April. Everybody was happy, but I'm not. I'm very sad. Why am I sad? I don't care about the European Super League. I don't care about the organizers and the governing bodies. I tell you what, I have no iota of trust in them anymore these days. So I don't care. I care about the game, but I also care about people. And I ask the question, racism. We talk about racism in football. We've been talking about it for many years. You talk about this $5 billion industry that died in 48 hours, but we've got racism for over 50 years and it's still alive and it's still kicking. And my sadness is, if really we can put so much effort and energy into killing the biggest clubs in European football and bringing them down to their knees. I was listening to Arsenal, to Liverpool managers and owners, billionaire owners saying sorry, swallowing humble pie. We could bring a $5 billion industry down on its knees within 48 hours, but we do not know how to bring racism to its knees for so long, for many years. It's still alive, it's still kicking, and we're still here. I think that's absolutely disgraceful. I think that's really poor, and I'm very sad to be a part of it. Because what the so-called triumph of football fans over the Big 12, what it has actually shown is that if we put half of the effort that we put into fighting the European Super League, if we put half of it into the fight against racial injustice, inequality, unequal opportunity and all that, based on the color of your skin, if we put half of that effort into it, we won't be talking about racism in football today. What it means is that we could do it if we really wanted to do it. Now the question goes back to the authorities. Why do they not want to do something about racism in football? The hurt that we have caused to these clubs is money. Have we thought about the hurt that each player, manager, and every individual suffers when they go through racial abuse, racial injustice, harassment, inequality? Does that matter to us? Do we not just care? Are we really that cold-hearted? And that's why I'm sad. I'm sad because I saw success from a concerted effort, a unified effort, where governments came together with organizers, with governing bodies, with associations, professional associations, all coming together, speaking with one voice and saying, we don't want the Super League. Why can't they come together and say collectively, we don't want racism in football? Because it is affecting the psyche of players, of managers, of people. And that's important to us as well. Why can't they come out and say that? Why are we not working collectively and decisively to send racism out of our sport? And that's why I'm sad. And that's why I will not celebrate the death of the European Super League. Rather, I want to see the death of racism in football and in our society. Thank you very much for watching me. It's a pleasure being here. Circumstances a bit different, but it is always a pleasure. Please remember to subscribe to me. Give me your comments. I'll always be welcome for it. And I tell you what, racism is here to stay. Okay, accept. But we will not keep quiet. We will call it out. We will speak about it all the time, and we will show people up for who they really are, because that's the only thing we've got going for us. Thank you once again.